Okay. So, hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another session of Coders Cafe. So, today we have with us Arunima and Ishita, who were previously step interns at Google. Welcome, Arunima and Ishita. So, could we have a brief introduction of yours?
All right, hi
Yes,
everyone,
so
myself.
my name is Arunima Barak. I'm from third year CSE and I'm studying at Nirma University, Ahmedabad.
Great.
Hi everyone, myself Ishita, and I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in CSE. I'm in third year from Banasali Vidyapeeth, and I have been a Google Step intern in 2022.
Thank you, Arunima and Ishita, for the lovely intro. So, let's move on to the application process. Um, okay. So, could you tell us how did you get to know about this opportunity and how did you apply for the same?
Yes, so I got to know about this from my college seniors. Like as soon as the link was open, they sent it via the WhatsApp groups and we applied through that.
Yeah, same in my case. Like I also got to know about Google Step internship from my seniors only. They sent the link through WhatsApp group.
Great. Okay. So, Ashita, could you tell us about how did you apply for this, the application process? Yeah.
Yeah. So there are there is the most popular way for applying to Google Step internship is through Google career page. Here, as in the slide, you can see this is the main application for Google Step internship 2023. The basic eligibility, like for example, if I discuss what is Google Step internship, so it is an internship program that is hosted by Google every year for second year students, and both male and female can apply, but it is more focused towards the underrepresented groups and girls. The eligibility, as I said, is for second year students, and yeah, as you can see, the application deadline is 23 December 2022. So applying ASAP would help.
Great. Okay. Yeah. So, could you tell us how to proceed with the process?
Yeah, so first of all, like after clicking on the apply button, you will be directed to the Google career page and where you have to create your profile. So the first option, as you can see, is the legal name where you need to enter your name, the email address from which you're applying, the country, and your phone number. These are some basic contact details that you need to fill in the page to create your profile.
Okay. Thank you, Ishita. Now, Arunima, could you tell us about the referral process and its importance?
Yeah, so a referral is one of the most important things that you need to take care of while applying for the Google Step internship. Referral means that a current employee of Google is recommending you to the hiring team that you can be a good fit for this role. Why referral is important is because there are many people who apply for the Google Step internship, and a referral gives you a edge over the other candidates, so that the hiring committee prefers you over the others. You might also get a interview call sooner than the other people. There have been instances where people who did not apply with the referral did not get an interview call because of so many people applying for the position. So to ask for a referral, you need to connect with people who are currently a Google employee. Anybody can give you a referral, like a current full-time employee or an intern. And for this, basically, I use LinkedIn. If you have seniors from your university or somebody in your contacts who's in Google, you can also approach them. So I used a similar sort of template to ask for a referral from one of the person working in Google whom I knew. After you tell that person that you are wanting to apply for this position, you need to send the job ID, the job description, like the job application link, and your resume. So that person sees your resume and finds out how good you are, what kind of skills you have. And after that, if that person finds you eligible for this role, he or she will give you the referral. Giving a referral means that person will give you a mail, give you a link actually on your mail ID, and you need to apply from that mail ID only. So if you are applying with a referral, do not fill the application form separately and then ask for a referral. Referral is the first step, so you need to Ask for a referral first, and when you get the link from that person who gave you the referral, apply via that link so that the referral given by that person gets attached to your application process.
Thank you, Arinma, for such a detailed explanation. So now, Shita, could you please throw light on resume part?
Yeah, so resume is very important, as you all know. So whenever you send your application, like whenever you ask for a referral also, resume plays an important role. People judge you, like people give you the referral through your resume only. So like there are some points that you need to keep in mind before making your resume. First one is make your resume concise. So like all the details of you, all of your achievements, they should be in one page only. You can use black and white color only. If you prefer, then you can use blue also, but black and white colors like makes your resume very professional. Contact information should be the first thing after name, and use hyperlinks wherever possible. Like for example, your GitHub links, your project links, everything that should be in hyperlink. Don't put the whole link. Okay, that doesn't look good. Next is make all the figures and facts like bold. For example, what are your CP ratings, how many questions you have done, that should be added in a resume. That plays an important role. And if you're applying for a step internship, so I think according to me, like your DSA related achievements and CP related achievements are important. Again, make sure to add your LinkedIn and GitHub profiles. Add all the GitHub links of all your projects. Explain the projects in one or two bullet points. It's very important. And yeah, as I said, that number speaks louder. So wherever possible, you should add figures. Again, all include all your coding profiles. You can use a platform known as Topstock, where we can include all our coding profiles at one place. So maybe the link of Topstock helps. Again, you can use some eye-catchy terms, but like it looks good, so it's not that mandatory. And yeah, one more very important point is avoid having so much gaps in between sections. So like your resume should be full, like the page should be fulfilled with the content. It should not have much gap. Yeah.
Great.
Again, yeah, so like I wanted to tell like some of the important uh, platforms to make resume. So one of them is Overleaf, Novo Resume, or you can use simple Google Docs or resume.com. All the links can be shared in the chat section. And uh, like all the templates that I find very important or good for making resume will also be shared in the chat section.
Thank you, Shita. Now let's move on to the transcript section. So, Arunima, could you throw light on the transcript part?
Yeah, so transcript generally means the mark sheets that you get from your college. So at the time, like in your present time, you might be in semester three, I suppose. So you'll have the result of your first two semesters. And it's not mandatory, but you can also put your school 10th, 12th result if you want, but that's not mandatory. The college results are mandatory. For in our time, like I did not have the hard copy of the mark sheet, so we used to get a digital copy of our mark sheet after every semester end examination was to happen. So I attached that. If you have that, it's okay. Hard copy is always the preferred option. If you have the hard copy, please go for that. In case you do not have both, then it is recommended that you approach your college and you tell them about your application in Google Step Intern and you request for your transcripts. If semester 2 is not available, then you can have that as digital and semester 1 is hard copy. That will also suffice. And transcript is something that is not only required now. If you get selected and you have to do the onboarding process and all, transcript is required there also. So please keep that safe with you and ready with you for future process as well.
Thank you, Arunima. Now let's move on to the locations on the cover letter. Shita, please throw some light on this.
Yeah, so in the locations, if you can see the job description, we have like they only give two locations, Bangalore and Hyderabad. So whichever location you prefer, you can fill out that in between those two. For the cover letter, as it is already written, it is optional. And so if you still want to fill it to make your application above all in the top of the stack, so cover letter basically includes all your details just as your resume. it's just in the form of an application. So you need to write an application where you include all your skills, all the projects that you did, and all your work experience, everything else. Yeah, that is your cover letter. We can provide more examples of the cover letter in the chat section, and yeah, that was it. It's optional.
Okay. So let's move on to the Q&A round. We have few questions in the chat. The first question is, can a BSc CS undergrad apply?
Yes, I guess they can apply because there is no branch specification. It's just that written they have to be undergrad students in second year of study. So I believe they can apply.
Okay. The next question is, should I ask for referral before applying or after applying?
So I'll take up the question since I said about the referral. So I already mentioned that referral is something you need to ask for before you start the application process, and the link that you get from the person giving you the referral is the one that has to be used for filling the application. So please do that on first priority. And taking a referral requires some amount of days because you need to give some days to that person also. So that is top priority thing. So please do that as fast as possible.
Okay. The next question is, what kind of projects add weight to your resume for the application?
All right. So during my time, my one of my seniors told me that in Google for like first step internship, they don't actually ask any question from the project side. So what I can suggest is whatever basic projects that you have, you should add those in your resume just to make your resume weighted, because projects will make your resume weighted. So just add any project that you have. Don't look at like how it is it small or is it a good one or anything like that. Just to add your resume, you should add your project. Even if it's small, it's okay.
Okay. And the next is, will they ask for experience of letter and proof for everything?
No, I guess they don't ask for letter or proof for anything previous work experience. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. There's any experience offer letter, something that is asked, but it's always wise to keep stuff like links to your certificates or links to your coding profiles, as Ishita mentioned, as they add weight and they are like a justification to whatever you have done. So you can put all those on your resume.
All right. And yeah, there's a very famous question that's being asked. What next? Like after you submit the application. So what is the next step? So would any of you like to answer?
I just lost my connection. If you would repeat the question.
Sure. So there's a very famous question that what is the next step? Like after you submit the application. So what is the next step?
Okay, so in my case, when I submitted my application, I got the interview selection mail after 1.5 months. So, yeah, at that time I joined Codis Cafe. And when I joined Codis Cafe, there was a channel dedicated to STEP internship, where all the people who have given the interviews, they have given their experience, their interview experience. So I guess reading what all the interview experiences are there. From there only, I got to know that graph is the most asked question. So I prepared graphs, and I also was asked a graph question. So I guess reading what other people have been asked previous time also and this time also would help. Other than that, I would suggest that yeah, graph is one of the hot topics that Google asks. So prepare graphs.
Okay. So we have a lot of questions regarding the interview process and about the coding round and everything. So we'll have another session once people start receiving calls. So we'll definitely cover the entire detail, the entire journey, as well as everything that goes around interview process um, in the next session that we'll soon held up. And yeah, okay, so there's another question. If I apply now, how much time do I have to get an interview?
Okay, so
Okay.
for this, people they send the interview selection mails in batches. So I applied in I applied on 30th of November. So I got my interview selection mail on 13th January. So you can just see like 1.5 months. They just send in batches. So, not a surety that how will you get up after how much time you will get the interview selection mail.
Yeah, if I take
Okay.
up my case, I filled the form on 10th of December and I got the call for the first round on 23rd of December and then the next round in January.
So yeah, so we could say that you do not need to wait for the call because we do not have that much time. Just start preparing
Yeah.
right now. Okay. And what extra would you recommend to add in offer letter? Offer letter? Uh,
I guess
Maybe
cover
cover
letter.
letter.
Yeah. So, like extra, I guess, whatever information that is there in your resume, you need to pile that up and make that up in the form of an application. I guess that works.
and there is one more question that how many resumes are shortlisted?
Not
There's
really
no
sure.
fixed number, I guess.
Yeah, so there is no really exact number. It just
Hmm.
depends, like if you're a good fit or not. Just do apply and yeah. Okay. And you would also be sharing the LinkedIn profiles of Ishita and Arunima. So feel free to reach out to them in case you have any issues. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining in. To all our audience, please just subscribe our YouTube channel and for more such informative sessions. So yeah, have a nice day.